This is what I remain with after a successful herbal oil infusion. At the bottom I have rice flour, at the middle I have fenugreek powder, and at the top I have dried rosemary leaves. I know many of you who do herbal oil infusions are faced with the dilemma of what to do with the residue. You're like, should I throw it out? How else can I use it? Well, this is how I use it. I just blend it up. I use coconut oil to make it a little bit soft when it's getting kind of hard to run through the blender. That worked for me. And then when I'm sieving, I just use a spoon to help me like get the particles off the sieve so that the fine ones can go through. That's what I do continuously. And you can see all that gunk that has remained. So yeah. Next, I use this avocado, the whole of it, even though part of it was kind of spoiled. I use the whole of it as my base, and I do the exact same thing I did with the oil. I run it through a sieve just to get the chunky ones out, because you know guys, when the chunks get into your hair, it's a mess. So you do want to do this step, don't skip it. Then you toss out the thick chunky one and remain with the smooth one for your next step. And this is how good these two ingredients are looking. Next step is to mix these two ingredients together. I use more of the avocado and half of the oil. At this point, you just have to eyeball and do what works for you. Once you add the oil, you really need to mix it up very well. It will need some arm workout for this. You just need to really mix it up very, very well. And you'll end up having this smooth consistency deep conditioner goodness. Surprise, surprise! This is optional. You can add your favorite deep conditioner. I use the Mosara deep conditioner because it does not contain any hair growth properties, any hair growth stimulants, but it does moisturize the hair very well. So I use it as a base and mix it up with the rest of the ingredients just for that extra boost of moisture. Now what I would do differently in the future, I would add either glycerin, honey, or aloe vera gel or juice, because I felt like the deep conditioner needed a little bit of a humectant boost. So yeah. For the oil that remained, I just add it into this applicator bottle with my previous oil, which I wish I didn't do because I later on found out that this oil still needs some extra sieving. So I would suggest to double sieve the oil. You start off by using a normal sieve and then you follow it up with like a stocking just to get those fine particles out and remain with like micro particles on in your oil. I later on found out that I think the rice particles are still stuck in my hair. Moving on to application, now my hair is washed and sectioned into 4 quads, and this is the mixture right here, guys. Where it's a lot. Try not to eat it, guys. Try not. Whoa, so this does get messy real quick. So I'd suggest, you see, now that's why you guys, I don't do these applications at my studio setup. I do this in the bathroom because I don't want all of that around me. But yes, so just be cautious. I'm doing this here because of the purpose of this video, but for you, you can just do it in your bathroom, at the comfort of your bathroom. Put something on the floor so that you can catch all the the stuff that is falling off, and then you might need to do some cleanup later on in case you're rough with it. But yeah, I just love the DIY deep conditioner because you can just go heavy with it. You can see applied generously. And you won't be like, oh my god, my deep conditioner is going to get finished if I use this much. No, we actually want you to finish it, because a DIY deep conditioner, you can't store it, you need to finish it up. So I just love how it's making my hair feel so far. I work that mixture on my scalp, guys. I give myself some mini scalp massages while I'm doing the application, because man, my scalp needed it. It was very dry and itchy. So yes. Now that I'm all done, but I still have some deep conditioner remaining, I just scoop it all out and apply it on my scalp, on my hair. Just be generous around the parts that are open, because I'm not wasting anything. Hey, I am a true African child. We cannot waste anything. Yeah. So scoop it out, guys, and just apply it, all that goodness on your hair. Let's move to the next step. Guys, you always hear me say that I use heat when I'm deep conditioning, and today is no exception. We are doing it. We are using heat. If you don't have a blow dryer at home, I suggest you go to your local and sit under the dryer. Should be something less than 200. Trust me, it's worth it. Or an alternative would be you warming up your deep conditioner with a double bath and using that, and then wearing a shower cap. If you really are in a location where you can't get heat, it's too far, but I would suggest you use some form of heat. So if you use your deep conditioner when it's hot, just use a warm cloth to put on top of the shower cap. Now this is the part where I don't like coconut oil, because that's dripping. So after using heat, I gave my hair some time to cool down before I went to rinse it off. I think I don't mention that often, but yes, that's what I did. And I rinsed it off with some lukewarm water. I didn't use cold water. Man, I can't use cold water with this Nairobi weather. But you can see how nice and moisturized and so shiny, and it feels so smooth. And guys, you can look at that scalp. Yes. So nice and clean. So I'd suggest you do this right before putting in a protective style, because you know when your hair is in a protective style, it does dry out over time. So this is like the nice base to do it. I also follow it up with the whole LOC or LCO or LOCO process of moisturizing your hair right before locking it in. So if you watched my previous video, I used the exact same product for prepping my hair for the next hairstyle. So yeah, that's how my hair is looking, guys. You can see the rice particles. Yes, that is what I was talking about earlier. So make sure you double sieve your oil. I just let it dry out a little bit, and then I just shook it out. When I did this, I could feel them dropping on like anything around. So yes, guys, that's what we are working with. Okay guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Mwah. Bye. Slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye.